they all together this time? What have we got? What's on the windows?
Stickers.
Okay. Oh, Elsa's got her dressing gown on. Oh, they're in their bed, look. What's this? Santa is watching. Okay. Be good. And Satan's got cold chocolate. I suppose they do live at the North Pole. And biscuits. Do you think he's trying to act all innocent? Trying to act all innocent because Santa's there?
Probably.
Oh, look at the state of Spud. Oh, what you got? Oh, Kinder Snowman and
Snow globe.
a snow globe. Oh, shake it and let me see. That's a wee penguin. He's very cute.
Another riddle.
Okay.
A hectic year put her off Christmas, but it all ended well thanks to a festive fruit.
That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. Oh, Satan's got his jammies on. Morning everyone and welcome to Vlogmas day 16. I hope you're all well. Today's Vlogmas is just going to be a little day in the life, and I'm going to show you the mugs that I made the other day and a couple of little baubles that I've made. And other than that, I've got so much wrapping to do. I really need to start. I've not started. Other than the Advent gifts, I've not wrapped a single thing. So I really need to get started on that today. Jack is off work today because it's van MOT day, which we are dreading. If you saw our Vlogmas from Sunday, you'll know that the van started making a funny noise and Jack never managed to get to the bottom of it. But whatever it is, we've got a feeling it's going to be very expensive. So Jack is away along taking the van to the garage just now, and he's walking the puppies back. It's quite far, so it would be the furthest that Hugo's walked, so if he struggles a wee bit I might have to go and pick them up halfway, but we will just wait and see, because obviously puppies are only supposed to walk for, you know, so far for every month of their life, and he is still only 6 months old, but it's hard to remember that because he's so big. So yeah, that's that. So we'll find out later on what the damage is, but it's going to hurt. I can just tell that it is going to hurt. I've still not decided what to do with Brooke and school, because they didn't say in the announcement yesterday anything about closing schools early, but there is supposed to be an announcement coming about schools at the end of the week. I've got a feeling they're waiting to make sure that kids are in school long enough that if they do come into contact with COVID, they have to self-isolate over Christmas. I honestly do think that this is their way of putting us into lockdown without actually saying you're going into lockdown, because you know how unpopular they would be if they did that. I might be wrong, but I'm just so cynical about it all now because of the way they keep chopping and changing the rules to suit themselves. And you know, you need to get a vaccination. In fact, you need to get 2 vaccinations. In fact, now, because we've got this new variant, you need to get a booster as well because your 2 vaccinations aren't enough. And you think it's a virus. By the very definition of a virus, it's going to keep mutating so that it keeps surviving. Always going to find variants that beat the vaccine. That's why you don't generally have vaccines for viruses. And doctors say to you it's a virus, you just need to wait and get over it. Anyway, don't get me started. I'm not going to rant, but I don't know what to do. What what I did say in yesterday's vlog, but I've somehow managed to edit out, I don't know how, I think I was worried about it being too long and I've done it by mistake, is that it's not just the fact of self-isolation that I'm worrying about. I'm obviously worrying about our health. Originally, they didn't think that kids could get it, and now we know they do. And now we know that not only do they get it, but they can get it quite bad and they can pass it on to everybody else. So, of course I'm worried about our health. I'm worried about Brooke's health. I'm worried about Abby's health. I'm just, you know, it's natural to worry about these things. Nobody knows a lot about this new strain. I don't think it's as severe as the other ones, but you just don't know. We don't know enough about it yet. So that's one of the other reasons that I'm thinking about keeping her off. Now, Nicola Sturgeon did say yesterday that she's basically forcing people to work from home if they can. She's going back to that again. But what I don't get is, if it's not safe for you to get in your car on your own and go to a workplace where there's maybe 10 of you, all the same people together all the day, every day, why is it safe for my daughter to get on a bus with 15 other people and go to 7 different classes with lots of different people throughout the day, as well as mixing with other people at lunchtime and break time? How is that okay if it's not okay to go to work and just be with a small group of people? I don't get that. Again, it's the hypocrisy of the rules. It's the fact that they totally contradict themselves that I don't get. You can't go to work, but you must go to school. Doesn't make sense. There's more mixing at school than there is at work. I mean, obviously, big, huge workplaces might be different, but your general office worker, any office that I've worked in, there's maybe been 15, 20 people. It's the same people all the time. And, I drove in my own car on my own. So I don't know. But my main issue is, I think morally, I've came to the conclusion that I would be okay with taking her out. My main issue is that Brooke's really not for it. She really wants to go to school because that's when she sees her friends. And, that's a social time for kids as well as, a learning time. So that's where I'm conflicted now, because I said to her today, I think today might be your last day, and she got really upset again. And I just don't know. What do you think I should do? Help me, tell me, what do you think I should do? It's so difficult, it really is. I'm going to give you today's clue again. I was worried that it might be too hard because Brooke didn't have a clue today, and this is one of the songs that she really likes, but I read it out to Jack and he got it straight away, so I don't think it is too hard. Right, so it's another riddle. Can you guess what Christmas song the elves are talking about? A hectic year put her off Christmas, but it all ended well thanks to a festive fruit. Okay, in case you want to take a screenshot. A hectic year put her off Christmas, but it all ended well thanks to a festive fruit. Now, the other problem that you might have with this song is the title of the song is a bit strange because it's not what you would think it is. The title of the song isn't actually in the song. So that's one that, because it's a competition, I might need to insist that you actually get the right title. So you might need to Google the title once you know what song it is. But don't be Googling just to find out what the song is. I am going to leave the poll open for the Christmas movies. Thank you to everybody who's been voting so far. And I will close it probably about 3 o'clock today, and then I will tell you what the movies are. But I did watch another really good one last night, which is a new one, and I'll tell you about that later as well, because it was so good. It was really good. Anyway, Jack will be back shortly with the dogs. I'm going to get on with getting things wrapped just now, and I will come back to you later on when it's hot chocolate time. I just thought I would show you this. This year we decided to get them sacks for their Christmas Eve box rather than the boxes that they were getting. And Jack picked these up in Matalan. They are absolutely gorgeous. This is Brooke's one, obviously. But when you look at it, it's velvet and it's got the gold Christmas trees all over it. It's got the initial and the big fur bit at the top. It is just gorgeous. It was £12 and they got one with an A for Abby and they got a white one for my mum because that was an A as well, obviously. So it was so that we knew the difference. But isn't that gorgeous? So that's Matalan. If you're looking for anything like this for either for Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, then that's somewhere to look because they feel right. Gorgeous. I'm going to try another one out of this pack today. If you remember, I really was not impressed with the last one. I chucked it down the sink, but they're here, so I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try the peppermint mocha flavour, but the last time I made it with water, the way that it said to do it, I'm going to try it with milk this time, because that's how I've made all the rest of them, and we'll see how that goes. And I just realised that I've been forgetting about my advent calendar, so I've got 6 chocolates to eat with it. I can definitely smell mint this time. It seems to be dissolving a lot better in the milk than it did in the water, because this was the one that when I made it with the water I got big lumps of powder in my mouth, and I really don't like that. It looks okay. I can really smell the mint, but it smells more like spearmint than peppermint. Oh, it definitely smells like spearmint. Let's give this a try. Oh, I like that. I am pleasantly surprised. It's very sweet. I would say it's more spearmint than peppermint, and I can't taste the mocha bit. I can't taste any like coffee, but it is delicious. So much better made with the milk. I think I'm going to have to get onto the company and tell them to change the directions on their box. Oh. I'm definitely going to go and enjoy this now and answer some of your comments. That was absolutely delicious. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. And the only reason I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 is it's not what it said on the tin. I wouldn't say it's peppermint mocha. I would say it's spearmint hot chocolate. And it's delicious. Right, I finally finished the 12 mugs that I had to make for a customer, so I thought I would just briefly show you them just to let you see the sort of things that I make. Basically, I got given a list of names, the relationship to the customer, and the sort of things that they liked, so I just had to use my imagination to design something to come up with for them. So this was for someone called Moira, and she was a granddaughter and loved music. So I just made this. All I need is coffee and music. They wanted it big and bright and, you know, colourful. This was for someone called Colin, who is a jack of all trades. So I took jack of all trades, scored out Jack and put Colin. So it was a Colin of all trades. And I made this one a full wrap, showing different tools and things like that, just to give an idea that they are a jack of all trades or a Colin of all trades. This was for another granddaughter who loves music, and I really like this. This is one of my favourites, I think, because I love the glittery look of the picture. So it's got peace, love, music, and on the other side it's got Danielle, which is obviously her name. This was for someone who's a builder called Gary, so I put trust me, I'm a builder, and I just put his name on the other side. This is another one that I really like, and I was just told it was for Richard who loves gardening, so I put I love gardening from my head to my toes. I just thought that was brilliant, and I just put his name on the other side as well. This one was for Brian, who loves his phone. So I put, I'm not always on my phone. Sometimes I sleep. And I put a phone with a bit of a oh dear face. And I just put his name on the other side again. This was for a grandson called Jamie. And I just put, I can do everything because I'm the best grandson. And then I put Jamie on the other side. I was just told Lisa likes everything, all things bright and beautiful, so I decided to put a nice bright rainbow with lots of love hearts coming off it. I thought that was a lovely design, and I just put her name Lisa. So that's just the one side, that mug. This is also another one-sided mug, and it was for someone called Lynn, who's a very caring person. So I just put caring, joyful, wise, generous and kind with Lynn in the middle, and hopefully she'll like that. This one was for Kim, who is a hairdresser, so I put her name in amongst all the hairdressing tools. And she was a granddaughter, so on the back I put amazing granddaughter. This one was for Janet, who loves dog walking. So I put, I'd rather be walking my dog, and I just love that wee picture of the dog with a love heart for the eye. The colours are coming out very different on the camera than they are in real life, and I just put her name Janet on the other side. And finally, There was a granddaughter called Kerry, so I put, this is what an amazing granddaughter looks like, and a little arrow pointing up to the person drinking it. And I put Kerry on the other side. So that is the 12 mugs that I made for that one customer. And yeah, hopefully she will like all of them. I'm now going to box them all up nicely for her and deliver them safely to her at the weekend. All those mugs have been boxed up now, and I've just placed them in a big box that I had something delivered in, and I've just put some Christmas wrapping paper on it, although they're not all for her, but it's just nicer than getting it in a recycled box, just with some Christmas stickers there and a little thank you for your order on there. Now let me show you the baubles that I've made. Now bear with me because it's the first time I've ever made anything like this, and it was just, my mum wanted me to make them as a little extra. She made gorgeous gift boxes for Rory and Brooke, who are little friends, little babies. Rory, I think we made a wee picture thing for him last year during Vlogmas. So this is his second Christmas, but it's Brooke's first Christmas. Let me show you my attempt at making them personalised bauble. So that is Rory's. It's very difficult to see because of the glare, but I've put his name on the front. I put a nice sort of glittery ribbon on it, and I put a little bell on it because they're babies. I thought the extra stimulus might be quite nice for them. So I put Rory on the front just with blue glitter inside, and on the back I put 2021 so that they can look back and remember that he got this bauble in 2021. We've still got baubles from like Abby and Brooke with the years on them, and we love looking at them every year, so I thought that would be a nice thing to do. And for little Brooke, it's very similar, except it's pink and it's got the pink sparkly ribbon, and it's got her name Brooke in silver. It's got the bell on it again, and I've got the 2021 in silver as well. So that is Brooke's. So like I said the other day when we were at the Christmas market, I got some good ideas for the baubles, and one was the bauble that we bought only had glitter in half of it, and that was lovely. So I'm going to remember that. I have got smaller baubles as well. These are the 10cm ones. But I just think they're lovely and glittery, and for babies it will sort of attract their attention. Obviously it's not a toy, but it's a nice wee keepsake for their parents as well. So yes, that's some of the things that I've managed to make. I've not managed to make any of the DIYs with all that stuff that I bought. I'm going to be doing that all year I think, but there we go. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this wrapping. Well, that was a pleasant surprise. It's only 11 o'clock. The garage has already phoned to say that the van's passed its MOT. Woohoo! Jack had taken the wheel off that was making the funny noise and gave it a good clean up, and it seemed to solve the problem. So, yay! Oh, that's a huge relief, Jack, isn't it? Huge relief. It's always horrible having MOT so close to Christmas, especially if you think it's going to be expensive. So I'm just going to take Jack along to pick his van up now and then come back and do some more wrapping. I'm in full on panic mode because I can't find something. I do this every year. I get things delivered and think, right, I'll put that safe, and then I look for it and can't find it. I'm turning into my mum. I used to laugh at my mum because every year she would find a Christmas present in like January or February that she'd forgotten about, and she'd put it in a cupboard, and then she'd go, oh look, I got you that for your Christmas. But it's actually Brooke's, the bauble for her Christmas Eve box, and it's a good one, so I want to find it. You know, that way I'm like, right, that's everything wrapped for the Christmas Eve box. No, it's not. Where's the bauble? I've got no idea. So I'm going to have to frantically, I remember getting it and I remember putting it somewhere safe. Can I remember where that safe place is? No. And the more you panic, the harder it is. So I'm going to go, take a deep breath and look for it. I had a flash of inspiration that I had put it in beside all my DIY stuff, because that bag's been sitting there for ages and she wouldn't look in there. But look, it's a Harry Potter Hogwarts Express tree bauble. And I think I've mentioned that every year we try to get something that relates to memories of that year. And you may remember that for her birthday we got her a trip on the Hogwarts Express, the real Hogwarts Express. She went on that with my dad and really enjoyed it, so I thought that's a good way to remember that. So yeah, that's it. Now while I've got you, going to show you this now. Probably a lot of you have had them already. I saw people with them last year and thought that might make life easier for wrapping, and it does. So it's basically, it's an on-hand sellotape dispenser. I got this one from Amazon for £3, and oops, it's got the two wee hoops there. So you pop that on your finger so that, right, hold on, I'll try and put you down so you can see what I'm doing. Right, so basically, you know what it's like, you get something wrapped, and as soon as you get it all nice and neat, you go like that to get the sellotape and it all opens up again. But with this, you basically keep it on your hand so that you can use your hand still to hold the paper down, pull the tape, and there you go. And it's made life so much easier. I got this off Amazon for £3, but I would imagine you can get them anywhere. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know it's making my life easier today. Oh, my head's nipping. I have not quite finished wrapping Brooke's stuff. I've not started on Abby's yet. But I've got, I'd say, the majority of it done, which is good. Hello, Clyde. But it's 3 o'clock and I've just remembered I've got a social work meeting at 3:30. It was supposed to be on the 1st of December, but the lead social worker didn't bother his bum organising it. So it's just getting, they're just getting around to it today. At least it's Zoom, so I don't need to actually go out, which is good. And Jack's off work, so that's good. So I'm going to be having words with them to see if they can get us some help. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so I'm going to get tidied up now. I think the worst bit of wrapping things is getting everything out and then putting everything away again. So yeah, I'm going to get tidied up and have a bite to eat before that meeting starts. And Brooke messaged me to say that she's broke my headphones. My mum broke Brooke's headphones, so Brooke was using my headphones. And I said to her, be careful with them because I need them. And the teacher told her to put them in her bag today, and she did. And when she took them out, the cable came off. So that means no more editing in the middle of the night for me. So if any of the vlogs are up late, that'll be why. Abby was at my mum's yesterday. Oh yeah, she was at my mum's yesterday to get her phone fixed, and she was staying till today. They went into the shop in Falkirk to be told, oh, the shop doesn't do anything. It's if it's insurance, you have to phone the number. So the guy in Clydebank could have told them that last week and it could have been fixed. So they obviously weren't very happy, but they phoned the insurance number and got told that they would send a new phone, it would be out today, and they would just do a direct swap. So Abby stayed there overnight waiting, and there's still no sign of it. So my mum phoned them, and apparently their systems are down. Yeah, right then, heard that one before. Pull the other one, it plays Jingle Bells, eh? So it's just been such a blooming carry-on. But they're finally getting it sorted, so it's going to be delivered here rather than at my mum's. Because my mum's coming here in a couple of days anyway. Abby's got to get to her work, so it's just been a whole nightmare. That's O2 for you. Anyway, I'm going to stop havering now and ranting, and I'm going to get this stuff tidied up, get something to eat, have that meeting, and then I'll chat to you when Brooke comes in. Tracy, do his sisters do that? He is a weird cat. Do you want a knife and fork, son? There's Grandad, not seen him for ages.
Look at the size of you!
I know.
He just slapped off.
Growing like a weed.
Right, weed, sit, everyone!
Do you think they know Grandad's got biscuits?
Good boy.
Oh.
Good boy. Well done.
Good boy.
Well done.
Look at the cat.
Look at Molly dancing.
He's that gentle. Oh, sorry. Oh. Christ, aye. Take your finger up.
Aye, Molly will take your finger off. Well, as you can see, that is Brooke home. My dad's just arrived home with Abby as well. Oh, there she is. She's not feeling very well. No. Go and get your gift from the elves. It's on the shoe thing in the hall, I think. Did you have fun at Gran's? Did you stay at Auntie Donna's?
Yeah.
Chocolate, and is it another candle? Oh, that's the gingerbread one, I think. Nice. Smell, everybody. Ooh, nice. Lovely. I know, it's gorgeous, isn't it? I love the wee gingerbread man on it. Really cute. Yeah, so Abby's back. My dad's staying until Friday and then going and picking my mum up and bringing her back. And then that'll be them here all over Christmas and New Year. And Brooke's in from school, talkative as ever. She said that her second maths test went okay, so that's a good thing. I don't think she's really in the mood for being vlogged, so I didn't force her. The headphones aren't too bad. I think it's more the adjustable bit on the band that's broken rather than the actual wire. Oh, there she is. Do you want to be vlogged? There she is.
I didn't know you were coming back.
She does live here. Look at the state of that dog. Do you think she missed you, Abby?
I was sleeping with Coco all night.
Oh, Abby was sleeping with another doggy. Auntie Donna was saying that Coco's attacking the tree and climbing up the Christmas tree and everything.
It's dead.
Oops. Well, the social work meeting went okay. It was just me, the social worker, and Brooke's guidance teacher, and we've all got our action points. They're going to try to get help and support and all the rest of it, but I've heard it so many times before. So yeah, I'm a bit tired and a bit meh tonight, but never mind, tomorrow's a new day. And the Celtic game's on tonight, so Jack and Abby will be watching that. I'll disappear into the room to edit this vlog, so I'm not having to do it through the night. I'm just making dinner just now. So, the poll is now closed for the movie Madness. The outcome is that our movies this week are Deck the Halls and Miracle on 34th Street. Now, I will say, I've only ever seen the remake of Miracle on 34th Street, and that's the one that I'll be watching. It's up to you if you watch the original or the remake, because...
Is that with Matilda?
Yes. Because as far as I'm aware, they're both pretty much exactly the same film, which just one's black and white and different actors. And I don't do black and white, as we've gathered with It's a Wonderful Life. Oh, look at Willa letting herself out. She's some dog. Alright, Houdini! So yes, that is the results. So if you get a chance to watch either of those movies, please do, and we'll chat about them on Monday. The consensus has been that Last Christmas is a great film. It is a bit of a chick flick, but really good, especially when you get to the end. And that It's a Wonderful Life does appear to be fantastic if you've got an emotional connection with it, like if you grew up with it or if you've got memories. But quite a few people who were like me and hadn't seen it before just couldn't watch it, just got bored. I mean, I did manage to stick with it, but a lot of people just gave up on it. So it's not just me. And I'm glad to hear that a lot of you agree with me that a Christmas movie has to be about Christmas or the Christmas magic or Santa, rather than just set at Christmas. Oh, I was going to tell you about the film we watched last night. Watched the film last night, Abby. It's a Sky original, and it's a British film called A Christmas Number 1, and it is the main guy that's in it was one of the baddies in Game of Thrones. I never watched it. He's Lily Allen's brother, I think, but he's got a brilliant singing voice. Anyway, it's a fantastic film, but it's a bit of a weepy. And again, I wouldn't say it's a Christmas film because it's not about Christmas, but it's set at Christmas and it's about trying to get a Christmas number 1. But there's a lot more to it. And it's funny and it's sad and it's just a bit of everything. So if you do get a chance to watch it, watch it. But if it's going to make you upset, don't, because it is quite sad. So if you're feeling a bit emotional, give it a miss. Anyway, I'm going to head off now because this vlog's going to be really long. I hope you have enjoyed this. If so, please hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to give me the answer to today's music quiz in the comments below. I'll give Abby the riddle in a minute and I bet you she gets it straight away. And yeah, so it's the name of the song we're looking for this time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 17. We're nearly there, folks. We're nearly there. Bye.